in 2015, I know you decided to quit your law firm job and start a virtual law firm. Can you tell us a little bit about the decision and how things have ultimately worked out for you?
Sure. So I worked at a traditional employment law firm where I was kind of doing discovery work like a traditional lawyer. And then and I wasn't loving it. I was actually depressed from doing that work. And my the moment for me when I realized that something has to change was I would come in to work at like 8, at like 8:05, I was already looking at the time. Like, okay, what do I have to do? So I started soul searching, talking to as many people as I could. And I met another one of my friends who was a law firm owner, and he was a young guy, and he's like, "Oh, I'm on my own. I've been doing it for a year, getting clients, and I'm getting by." And that was enough for me to see that if someone else can do it, so can I. So soon after, I've been in creating my own law firm. But the problem was, law school didn't teach me how to get clients and how to run the business side of things. So in my first year, I had a lot of time. Started reading a lot of books, watching a lot of YouTube videos, reading as many blog articles as I possibly could. And I kind of went neck deep into learning as much as I could about running a law practice. And then my epiphany came when I read Tim Ferriss's 4 Hour Workweek book that exposed me to 3 key principles. One is the virtual business model, but to run your business from anywhere in the world at any time. Second was automation, how to create a business that runs completely on its own, kind of like a drop shipping e-commerce business where people just come and order, and then while you're sleeping, people start purchasing from your store. And third part is scalable. Scalable means be able to grow without you necessarily doing more work, and it's able to grow again without you. No, pretty much it grows while you're sleeping. So I was like, this sounds all amazing. These are all ideas that make sense to me. What if I could apply this to my law firm? So at that point, I made a decision. I'm going to grow a virtual, automated, and scalable law firm. And I started looking around. I'm like, nobody's doing this. I'm like, okay, so that'll be I'll be the first one to kind of put this into practice. It took me about a year or two to kind of figure things out. Started getting clients from it, proof of concept done. Now let me try to see if I can duplicate it. So I duplicated it over and over. Then I started doing it for other lawyers. Then at that point, about 4 years ago, I met my mentor, who kind of exposed me to, hey, instead of focusing on just one law firm, why don't we go create as many law firms as we possibly could? You focus on what you're good at, which is client generation and creating all the backend systems for the law firm to run in its own. It could be, and then try to duplicate that over and over. So we did that. And then that was the journey for a couple of years. Now, the last 2 or 3 years, I've been on the journey of passing all the practical ways that I've been able to automate my own law firms that are actively running. I have 7 virtual law firms, and sharing all those secrets, sauces with other lawyers.